Happy Memorial Day weekend. This is Richard from Jericho Nursery. And disease of more. More. What can we do that's more? You saw the little cheesy this morning. Make room for 20% more. Do you have 20% more? That's the 20% all about. What we are doing this weekend, I'm extremely reluctant. I don't want to do it, but my wife says you have to do it. We're doing 20% off everything. Everything. There's a few exclusions. There'll be the small print at the bottom. Everything I have is on sale. Most everything Bob has is on sale. That's an exclusion. The berm, pinions, motion, Clinton Burger, bird dust, Timberlands, everything else is on sale. We're going to walk over and show these down the fires. This isn't a clearance event. This isn't a reduction in sales event. This isn't trying to get rid of old stuff. We, both Bob and I, got lots and loads, truckloads and truckloads of new product this week. Wait till you see the bedding house. It's full of stuff. We're going to stop here, walk over to Bob's brand new metal flowers. Again, 20% off Happy Memorial Day weekend. Come see us Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all 4 days. As I said earlier, everything's on sale 20% off, so it's not a clearance event. You can tell the shine on the stuff right here. And I'll kneel down so we can get a great picture of it. So that 20% off this little flower is $50. And making it $10 off, $40 for this little thing. Beautiful. You're going to throw a lot of numbers at you. Hopefully most of my math is right. I'm pretty good at 20%. 10 double. Then the subtraction is where I'll struggle with. We'll just bounce around and show you a bunch of new, fresh product, all on sale, all weekend long. Come and enjoy us. Come in and see us, and we'll do our best to service you the best we know how. Yes, pottery's 20% off. They're not pots like this. Not a pots like this. 20% off. I love merchandise. Best weekend over. Friday, Saturday, Sunday bunch. 20% off. Happy Memorial Day. Come see us. Takes a $200 pot down to $160. We got really low last week, and I went all over. I went to some of my competitors to buy marigolds. Both of my competitors that I buy from were out of marigolds as well. So, oh my gosh, I have got to take a flat of these. This is one of my favorite mixes right here. In this honey bonanza mix. That's a flat, guys. That is not the typical flat like this half flat. Those are the same 6-packs, right? There's six packs in here. So that's $54. 9 times 6 is 54, right? That's 1040 off, making them $45 roughly. $9 for a 6-pack. $1.80 off makes them $7.20. $7.20 times 6. Great buy. 20% off all bedding. 6-packs are one of the better buys. We're going to go off and show off some really pretty annual, some premium, and some bargain price stuff. All of it's 20% off. Like I said, premium annuals, $9 on sale for $7.20. These two cables are all $8.99. That's 20%. That's $1.80 off. $9, that's $7.20. Of course, I'm rounding up to these $7.40 with these two tables. $4.80 for the next two. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So these two tables on this side, the far side over here, are $5.99. That's $1.20 out to $5.99. $1.20 out to $6 is $4.80. We usually do these on sale for $4.99. They're even cheaper than that. $4.80. I'm going to walk them backwards, and you're going to see even more marigolds. Again, one of my favorites. Yes, these marigolds are $4.80. Can you believe it? $4.80. If you haven't planted madness, March Madness has become May Madness because it seems to me like March and May traded places in weather. We're in the 80s for the rest of the month. We're not going to see 90 until the first weekend of June, maybe the last weekend of May. You like May 29th. Next Saturday is going to be in the 90s, but not until then. Take advantage. You haven't missed a thing. Everything's on sale. Come in and enjoy. On the perennials, we get some questions as to pricing and what everything costs, and we can't by any means price everything. But what we do is we put price points. Like we started with the $10 or the $9 annuals when we went to the $6 annuals. Did the same with perennials. Everything behind me on these two tables is $15. Everything to the right of me, your left is $40. So $15, that makes it $3 off. That makes it $12 perennial. It's $20 perennial. That would be $19.99. That's $4 off. Makes them $16. And yes, this is perennial antenna. just a little bit of trivia. There's three that I know of. There's two or three new ones out there, but the three that are winter hardy, and it's really important to know because not all one time is. It's up, Chapel Hill, Marianne. Zone 7 will come back to altitude. So we use this overflow section for overflow, but in spring we use it in what we consider hard xeric, really low water. All perennials are pretty much xeric in low water, but these are particularly low water. Hard xeric from sedums to ice plant. These hens and chicks we got in, oh my gosh, and we'll let them do a close-up of some of these. There's 4 different flavors with some tuckles. Amazing. A bunch with hens and chicks always yellow around us. All of these are zoned for way better and way colder than Albuquerque. So hens and chicks, ice plant, look at all these cool sedums, the Canavan 11 Disempiro, all of this sorted sedum, all of this stuff extremely xeric, extremely drought tolerant. So get it in the ground, get it ready for summertime. We'll help you. We're here to help. Come see us. Look at these orchids. Brand new, came in today. Literally came in today on sale for the weekend, 20% off everything. All kinds of new house spots. Look at this cool variegated ficus tree. That is really cool. Lafayette, these pothos polished. Everything's 20% off, including the brand new stuff we just got in. Come enjoy. Come hang out with us for the weekend. We're trying to catch it all, but so you know, if you've got something you're trying to kill and you got a bargain, this Esmond. Even chemicals are 20% off. So it's on the nursery. It's 20% off. So we've got root stimulators, we've got pesticide, we've got herbicide, we've got leaf killers. Come on in. Let us help you. We're going to just stop at the pretties, but the whole yard is on sale. 20% off all trees and shrubs. The Botania that I'm standing in front of just came in again, literally this week. So these are $40. They're bigger than the $60 ones, taller. You're not as girthy, but they're taller. $40, that makes them $32, right? 40, 39, 39, $40, $8 off, $32 for this plant right here. Not a big one, that's a big one. Look at the size of these things. $32, you gotta be kidding me. Trumpet vine, great honeysuckle or tractor. This will cling to a wooden fence. Probably not blocks or concrete or cinder blocks, but will cling to a wooden fence. I have it growing up in the garage. Absolutely vigorous. Moves also Milan. Red hummingbird attractor. Got 3 different flavors. A pinky red one they call that Boa Sunset. Madame Galen, the typical orange, and yellow, which is Flava. Again, 20% off. Roses on sale. Roses on sale. Oh my goodness, friends. You know, walk over there and check it, but these are 70, so that's $14 off. 70 minus 14 is 56. That's such like $56 each rose coming into their second bloom cycle. Looking gorgeous. Crazy on sale, $90 on sale for $18 off that, making it 72. All right, I keep it up. These little lockout roses are marked $29.99. That makes them $24. Unbelievable. Look at that rose. It's $24. $25 to that. Oh my goodness. The knockouts are very hardy. Look at all the blooms. Easy to grow. Knockout roses. Everything's 20% up. Butterfly bush. Most common is dark night. This dark purple gets very big. Some people get concerned because it gets so big. 6 to 8 feet. But we've got these little pugster series. You can almost see the dwarfness and look how compact that plant is. So these are 3 to 5 feet instead of 6 to 8 feet. So pick your course and pick your color. Butterfly bush is 20% off. Great little pricing. All the way into great weather. And you got good for 6 fish girdle. This week is so in love the dark leaf against the foliage are so pretty, so striking. And then we got some trees for ones. And then next to those are some winter hardy hibiscus, Althea. Althea gets a much larger shrub. It gets 6 to 8 foot tall, blooms all summer long. Hibiscus freezes down to the ground and comes back. Althea does not freeze to the ground. They're in the same family, they're kissing cousins, but Althea gets bigger and bigger and bigger every year. They're about to stoplights, yellow, Texas yuccas, bloom awesome around Lake County, Zurich section like everything else. We got Russian Sage, Third we got Texas Sage, which is the great out of this lot, we like that lot. We've got Auburn Sage, who's the best British cactus right up there, and stumbled into it right down. Did one of my trades, both. We got full size air and Welsh. Soy size gets big, 15 to 26. If what is a shrub, more of a 6 to 8 foot at the max. Russian tough smoke because of the glow and it's got this fuzzy, smoky looking thing to it. Trees are 20% off. So everything in the yard, 20% off trees and shrubs. On the ground, that's going to be forward, up fruit trees as well. So stuff right out the back, and after this element, out that green, I got out of this house. But the pomegranate is to that. So we've got plums and pieces and nectarine. And that's got really mulberries. You've got cherries, and you get that love it. Great selection of fruit trees, all 20% off. One more section of evergreens, and we'll finish up with soils, the stuff you need to plant. We already talked about the chemicals. Root stimulator for planting, really important. And soil agenda is also really important. Talk about the red bed this year and just, good to show off that everything is going else in reality. Hopefully somebody on my crew watches this and hears that I don't like the evergreens back here. They get lost. They get forgotten about. Evergreens 20% off. As we walk forward, we got another 50 beds. Everybody's little JP 20 beds that year. Basically 20% off here, so that's like $60. That's $12 off, making it $48 for a fan. We sell these bushes, nut trees. These figs will get some winter kill and die back. But my fig bush is 8 foot tall by 10 foot wide. It's huge, amazing thing. It's froze to the ground a couple of times a few years back, but I don't know what cold. Things are hardy here. They're great. They produce all summer long. I was told, don't worry, drought. How is it in Hamlet? It's good. I bought 5,000 of these potting soil cookies. But 5,000 bags is a lot of bags. So I started by don't operate for black because I wanted to use up the bags. I think 5,000 bags probably will last me 5 or 6 years. So I asked Rocky Mountain Soils, what can I put in my potting soil bag? And they said, well, whatever you want. I picked what I consider their best product, which is raised bed mix, paint moss, decomposing bark, harvest. It's got a charge to it. One of the best products I think they carry. And yes, it says potting soil. So the colored stripe on the bag is we bought stickers, and instead, my redneck, again, not operating for blackness, I'm just going to get some work the quarters. So it's a heavier product. It's made for containers, raised beds, can be mixed in the ground. We've added this to our triple year warranty. If you use compost and root stimulator, we consider this even better than our not-pure compost. So if you're buying a tree or a shrub and tripling the warranty by buying compost and root stimulator, this is included in the 30-day to 90-day warranty. So if you use the compost with a raised bed mix, we will triple our guarantee. Root stimulator and raised bed mix with compost bought when you purchase your trees and shrubs will triple the warranty for us. So potting soil is a long story that was a couple of blogs ago, but it's a really big fix. Chantel asked, all soils? Yes, all soils. This is chat potting soil, the one I just talked about, what you raised bed mix to. DM6, look it up. It's a great PFAS-based potting soil, one that's best out there. Again, our name on it, the one we use is on the bag. All soils are 20% off. Well, the $15 makes this even cheaper than 20% off, and we're going to hold that. Next thing is on sale for more than 20% off, i.e. the palms that are outpriced are going to stay that, i.e. the desert melons would only be $30, $40 off. We're going to keep them on $50 off. So everything's 20% off unless it's in more than. This would be back to where we started for the 20% off. It's 20% off. This bag would make it 16. They're on sale for 50. If you're in business in Albuquerque, and if you're particularly in this business in Albuquerque, then that's your business. My 4 words are quality, selection, service, and knowledge. If you're in any country in town, they better offer all 4 of those. I feel like I do that. Where I think we shine is service. We have the quality, we've got great selection, the knowledge base is really, really strong, but where we want to shine, where we feel like we do shine, is serving you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you supporting us. We want you to come in, enjoy your weekend, take advantage of the sale, and support us as we help support you. And we tell you how much we appreciate you, appreciate your support. Have a great weekend. Take some time, kick your feet up, enjoy a lemonade, something like that. come in and spend a little time with us. Thanks for watching. Till next time, we're gone.